Hello, good evening. Welcome to Science TV News. With me, your host, Elvis, and that is my sign name. My interpreter doing the voicing is Anne Wairimu. Let us focus on our news item. King Charles III and his wife Queen Camilla have arrived at State House, Nairobi, where they were welcomed by President William Ruto. Their Majesties received a formal ceremonial welcome, complete with a 21-gun salute by the military ahead of bilateral talks with the president. On arrival at State House, their Majesties received a warm welcome, greeted by the president, who was accompanied by First Lady Mama Rachel and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. King Charles III and Queen Camilla then planted ceremonial African fan pine trees at the State House Nairobi lawn. King Charles III and Queen Camilla then planted ceremonial African fan pine trees at the State House Nairobi, the Royal Majesties, on a 4-day visit to the country, where the king is expected to acknowledge painful aspects of the UK's colonial past. King Charles III also visited Uhuru Gardens in Nairobi, where Kenya declared independence in 1963. Their Majesties arrived at Uhuru Gardens, where hundreds of civilians lined up at Rangata Road to welcome their Majesties as a military band played. Item. King Charles III and Queen Camilla, who are on a state visit to Kenya, paid a visit to the Eastlands Library, a symbol of cultural exchange and cooperation between Kenya and the United Kingdom. The library, established in 1969 by the British Council, has undergone renovations during the COVID-19 pandemic and is now managed by the Nairobi County Government. The Majesty's visit to the library further saw the two countries seal a partnership that will boost the education sector. Eastland Library, which boasts a collection of approximately 3,000 books primarily donated by Book Aid International, plays a vital role in the community.
The United Kingdom is a member and the largest bilateral donor to the Global Partnership for Education and Education Cannot Wait initiatives. Through these initiatives, the United Kingdom has made significant contributions to promoting access and the quality of education in Kenya. This has been the case especially for marginalized learners in the rural and economically disadvantaged regions. Over the years, The UK has also provided training and study opportunities to many Kenyans through the Chevening Scholarship Program. This program has helped enhance the capacity of our professionals and exposed them to different perspectives that have positively impacted our people. Most recently, the UK has been very supportive of the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform. The UK provided technical support to the team and helped the various subcommittees to access, analyze, and apply evidence to strengthen the recommendations.
Myself and the rest of the government want to make sure that that tradition of partnership carries on into the future. And we've done fantastic work together. In 2021, the UK and Kenya co-hosted the Global Education Summit, an event which raised $4 billion for education in developing countries around the world. And here in Kenya, we have supported 500,000 marginalised girls get into school and learn. And that is a fantastic progress. But as much as we can be proud of the progress that we have made, we have to recognise there is still much work to do. An estimated 1.8 million Kenyan children still lack access to school, and that is particularly the case in the north of the country. And Kenya, like the UK, like countries around the world, suffered hard because of COVID, which disrupted all our education systems. And so we have to work harder to catch up with where we wished to be had COVID not had such a detrimental effect on all our countries. That is why I'm really pleased and proud that the MOU that we're about to sign will strengthen our partnership even further, and it will help to ensure that all children, of course including girls, will get 12 years of quality education. And I'm hugely grateful to the Cabinet Secretary for his work in helping us to deliver this programme. And I'm also delighted to announce a new United Kingdom programme to help deliver our aspirations for closer partnerships. We will invest £4.5 million to support education reforms, including the Presidential Task Force reforms.
News item. The Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, KCPE, and the Kenya Primary School Examination Assessment, KEPSIA, exams entered the second day Tuesday without any incidents reported. The government announced all measures have been put in place to protect the integrity of the ongoing national examinations. According to Education CS Ezekiel Machogu, there have been no major incidences, and that the multi-sector approach to the exercise is proving effective in dealing with all emerging issues.
All is going well. I must say that we have not had any ugly incident so far. The government will continue tightening the security measures in those particular areas of the country. And of course, for government to be able to manage, we ask the local communities also to come forward and give intelligence and information to government so that we can be able to combat and counter those bad elements within our site. We've not had any single incident of malpractice or cheating anywhere within the country in all our centers. And this is partly because of the kind of measures that we have been able to put in place.
News item. The National Assembly Committee on Blue Economy, Water and Sanitation has expressed concerns over the suspension of works at the 19.8 billion Korusoin Dam in Kisumu and Kericho counties. According to members of the committee who visited the site on the border of Kisumu and Kericho to ascertain the project status, said the move was likely to delay the project, which was set to be completed in 2027. The project manager, Engineer Julius Mugon, noted the contractor suspended works before of delay payments. The project, fully funded by the government of Kenya, started on 27 August 2022 after nearly 3 decades of planning, adding that the contractor was demanding 846.5 million before resuming excavation works.
We have seen that it is a project that needs to be completed, and completed fast.
It is a huge setback, not just for the people of this area, but for the entire nation of Kenya. What we are going to do from here on in is to ensure that we play ambassador for the Korusoin project.
For next news item, Tiati Member of Parliament William Kasait Kamket has been summoned over allegations of inciting violence. In a statement from the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, Rift Valley Region, Coordinator Charles Kanyuira, Kamket was ordered to appear for interrogation and statement recording at their offices in Nakuru. Other registratures summoned and being killed alongside Kamket include West Pokot Senator Julius Mugo and Sigol MP Peter Locha Kapong.
Ile mambo ambayo tunajua, lakini kwa ukweli hii ni fitina ambayo inaendelezwa na majirani wetu, ambayo tumejua kwamba pia hata hawajakuja kurekodi statement, na sisi tulikuwa tunasema tu ile ambayo wananchi wanatuuliza.
Tumekuja kuwa surprise na maneno hapa ya videos ati sijui tuliongea tukiwa wapi. Nimewaeleza hawa maofisa kwamba mimi ni bishop wa amani. Ile tunasema tu ni kwamba hii maneno ya boundaries ambayo tunasema kila wakati imefika wa kuaddress maneno ya boundaries. Kwa mfano, kama mbunge wa Tiati tuko na shida kwa boundary yetu na Turkana East.
Na nimekuja hapa leo kuandikisha taarifa ama habari juu ya yale ambayo yanaonekana nilikosea kwa upande wa security, kwa vile hawa watu wa CID waliona. Lakini ukweli ni kwamba kilio cha Wapokot wawe katika Kapenguria constituency, West Pokot, na wawe katika upande wa Tiati imekuwa kilio.
On to our next news item. Pastor Ezekiel Odero of New Life Prayer Center and church is now a free man after a court in Shanzu, Mombasa, closed his investigation file. The decision follows an application through lawyer Cliff Ombeta seeking to have his case closed formally, citing a prolonged period without formal changes and no progressive report. The state had linked the televangelist to Kilifi Select leader Paul Mackenzie, describing the two as individuals who shared a history of business investment, particularly the TV station previously used to spread radicalized messages to the followers.
And we are also questioning, and we are saying that this matter must come to an end. You can't just keep on making somebody suffer. He reports, he goes to investigating officers, they come to him, they come to his premises, they disrupt the learning of the school and everything else. His life is disrupted, the church is disrupted.
Albeit reluctantly, I will allow the application by the states, and the matter is adjourned to tomorrow. Mr. Musyoka learned prosecution counsel, who has filed a report via a letter dated 30th of October 2023, and further having considered the record in its entirety, I hereby proceed to discharge the respondent, Ezekiel Ombokorero, and I discharge in respect of the respondents the orders made on the 2nd of May 2023 and the subsequent ones made on the 4th of May 2023. The cash bail of 1.5 million that was released will be released to the depositor, and this file is now closed.
Next news item. Stakeholders in the fight against female genital mutilation have intensified efforts to tackle the vice through the adoption of a multifaceted approach. In the last push, the Africa Coordinating Center for Abandonment of Female Genital Mutilation, the International Committee for the Development of Peoples, have partnered with the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund to develop executive short courses on social norms, change expected to influence social behavior. According to ACCAF Coordinator Patrick Ndavi, the short courses seek to interrogate the harmful practices that have violated the rights of girls, women and children, as well building the capacity of the trainees in appropriate social norms. The first phase will involve students, government agencies, and non-governmental organizations drawn from 4 counties, including Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia, and Uganda.
Norm, change, programming, and measurement is very key, because there are drivers behind the decisions we make to practice, to behave, to act. And some of these drivers, for a long time, have been behind some of the harmful practices that have violated the rights of people, the rights of women, the rights of girls, the rights of children. These are the norms, social norms, that we intend to interrogate during the first week, 5 days, on what we call diagnosis of social norm.
So the program that we are implementing has a budget of $500,000 for 1 year implementation, and it includes the delivering of social norms training at country level in agreement with UNICEF country offices, as I said before, to local CSOs and government officials. Then there was a component on experimenting specific methodologies for social norms change programming, such as using of arts, different type of arts, to boost social norms change.
Now we are done with our news. We have a short break and then we shall be back with the sports stories.